Queen Lauren, Sineogirl, Kyne, originally from West Africa, Liberia. And I am super excited. I have one of my favorite cousins here on my platform today. And I want to introduce you to my favorite cousin, one of my favorite cousins, Martin Dweh Topor. Did I say a lot right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of my favorite cousins. Go all the way back to Rhode Island days, y'all.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love Martin. I'm so honored to having him here on my platform. He actually just told me this is his very first interview, so y'all give him a round of applause. Thank you for being here, Martin. I'm so excited to grace my platform. We're awesomeness. So I'm really excited to have you here. Without no further ado, I'll turn it over to you. We're just gonna talk a little bit about whatever you're comfortable sharing about yourself with my audience, and then we'll go from there.
Well, first of all, thank you, cousin, for inviting me on your platform. And like I said, this is my first interview, so I have it. I don't get on platform to do interview and things like that, but I couldn't miss this one. I was one you asked, so we can do this interview, and I'm excited. You're doing great with your channel. Just keep it up. This whole social media thing is all about consistency. That's pretty
Thank
much
you.
what it is, but just keep it up. Again, everybody, my name is Martin Dweh Topor. Um, Currently, I'm in Rhode Island, and like my cousin said, we will go way back. I've been in Rhode Island since pretty much since I came over here. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll get into an icebreaker real quick. If you can travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? Place you
Liberia.
haven't been yet, not Liberia, because
Oh,
I
oh,
know you all want to go to
oh.
Liberia. But if you can travel anywhere else
Okay.
besides Liberia, your own country, where would it be?
Well, if I can travel anywhere, honestly, I would say it depends. If I'm going there to, if it's just vacation and I'm just going there to go hang out and things like that, then I would
Yeah.
say Dubai. But if it's something where I'm going, because I'm into technology, so if it's something where if it's a place for me to go and learn something, I'll say China.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So vacation wise will be Dubai.
Yeah,
To actually live or learn something will be China. Okay, I
yeah,
like
China.
that. I like that. I like that. So China, okay. Is there a particular part of China?
Well, pretty much, Shanghai. My whole interest in China, pretty much, is pretty much in their technology and so on, especially farming, agriculture, because I'm just getting
Yeah.
into agriculture and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And I be on Alibaba shopping for equipment and so on, and I see that
Yeah.
the Chinese are just 20 steps ahead with agricultural technology and things like that. So if it was, if I had the opportunity, China would be the place I would go just to learn some stuff now about like how to build these type of machines and things like that, and then bring that knowledge back to Liberia so our people then can learn it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much
You have
China.
a China person in the comment already. All right, thank you. You already have a Chinese fan in the comment section already.
Yeah,
Well,
the
yeah, that's
technology
pretty
does.
fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah, that's pretty fascinating. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for breaking that icebreaker. China, Dubai for vacation. China to learn something technology wise, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, Martin, we're gonna just get straight to our question. I know you're a very busy man, so I'm happy to have you on the platform. So just gonna get straight to it. How are you living your life with purpose?
Well, one of my favorite, I said I've made it focus my life on not so much about me, but trying to do things for. I won't say do things because it's kind of like a privilege when you're blessed with certain things and stuff like that. It's not. It's something where you kind of have to help other people. So I see myself in a way where there's some people then back home who needs certain things and so on to be able to help out and things like that, but
Mhm.
also not just help out in a sense because some people put themselves in a position where They want everybody to see them that God, or see them as the type of person where the person cannot do stuff without you and things like that. But
Mhm.
in helping out, when I'm helping out somebody, helping out in a way where they're within the next 2 3 months they are able to help themselves and stuff and things like that. So meaning when somebody, let's just say for example, when somebody call me and say, hey, let's just say, can you give me $100 or something like that? I ask them what you need it for and so on. And when I say XYZ, I say, okay, here's the thing. How about you do XYZ and so on? And then how much to do XYZ? So okay, let's just say $300 $400. Okay, here's the $300 $400. Start that business and so on, and then you can't call me back in the next 2 months and so on.
Mm,
So in a
yes.
sense, it's just giving people something where, because most people like to be that person where everybody come to and things like that. But if I'm busy, you can't get to me and so on and things like that. You want to have something that you can be able to do. So it's not so much about giving somebody a fish. It's kind of empowering them so they can be able to fishing for themselves, type of thing. So that's how I kind of see
Mm,
things to
wow.
get people going.
Wow. Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot because I think people like us who are natural helper, we know will sometimes made a mistake or just constantly keep helping, especially while people back home, right? But
Right.
you want to, as you say, you want to teach them how to fish as well, teach them how to use those resources. Not for you to just keep coming to me and asking me, but I'm gonna give you this money, but invest in it and make it even profitable to you later on along the way. So I really, really like that a lot. It's not too many people that think like that. We constantly just sending money and money, but that's
Right.
something I'll use now, even for my own saving. I'll be like, what do you need the money? What do you need the money for? How are you gonna use it? How is that gonna keep you in the long run? I really like that a lot. And also it got me thinking as a hairstylist. Of course, I want my client to keep coming back to me, but also I try to teach them the little thing because I don't only do hair. I also teach people how to
Mhm.
care for their hair, right? So I'm trying to,
Yes.
in case I'm not there, I'll do your hair and I'll do all that. But in case I'm not there, the bare minimum that you can do yourself, or even to keep you consistent to keep that the momentum of like growing your hair out to keep that. So I always also when I do that hair, I'm like, okay, this is so and so you can keep doing. You want that spot to grow, keep
Mhm.
doing this, keep massaging, keep spraying this product that I created. I gave him spray so and so day or 3 times a day massage it. So I like that a lot. That you're not just doing it and that's it, but you're also teaching them the little things they need to know to help themselves in the long run. Because as you say, you might not always be around. I might not always be
Exactly.
around.
That's
So
because
it's
things
important.
happen. It's not so much of you not being around, but things situation can
Right.
happen. Like I say,
Right.
we in America here. We are privileged to be here. You can be driving. You got car issues. You can have car issues. You can have this and stuff like that. And then when somebody, let's just say, back when an emergency comes, you're not able to, respond right to, at that moment to that person in Africa and things like that.
Hmm.
So mainly in a sense there's that way too, you get to know who is trustworthy, who can
Yeah.
manage stuff. Because
Right.
if somebody come ask you for $100 and then you say, okay, what are you interested in doing and things like that, I will invest
Hmm.
$400 in it so you can do it, so you can keep, so you can keep feeding yourself and things like that. If you give
Yeah.
that person that 400, they ask for 100, but you give them 400 so they can invest in something. If they eat that money, they call you again. Don't even bother because you did, So that's how I look at things, to merely to help people so they can, help themselves instead of keep depending on me. That's one of the things. It kind of
Yes.
lift the burden off you too, because
Right.
you empowering somebody so they can be able to take care of themselves. Because some people really just need a little boost. It's,
Right.
some
I
people
like
just need a
that.
little boost for them to get the wheels rolling. So that's how I see
I
it.
like that. I like that a lot, Maureen. That's so smart. I really, really like that. Because as I say, it's good to help people, but you also want to help them to help themselves in the
Right.
long run. It's like, there's a saying, I don't know if it's in the Bible, I've never seen it, but it said God, we African we always say this a lot. God
I
help
know.
those who help themselves.
Who have
God
themselves. Right.
God help those who help themselves. So you have to, as you said, life happen. Not only
Yes.
that I might be around, but I might move. to another state. And my life happens. Life just happens. So you shouldn't just always expect me. And even that's why even my son, somebody teach me something, I want to learn how to do it myself because
Right.
I might you might not have you around. So that's so important. That's a very important place that you emphasize. And it look like you can be an investor and all that good stuff. Look like you can be an investor. Anyway, moving on to the next question. If you don't have any more things to say about
No,
this.
no, no, no. We can go.
Okay, moving on to the next question. How are you loving like Christ? So in the yeah, loving like Christ meaning Jesus. Jesus loved everybody.
Right.
He came down this earth, bring himself Lord to the lowest and always there for the blind, the crippled, the anybody. He just embraced everybody and just there to love everybody. So how do you think in your own life are you loving like Christ?
Well, pretty much. My thing is, I would say one of my favorite scripture I would say that I have on my Facebook is do unto others as you like them, as you like for others to do to you. And so
Mm-hmm.
Luke 6:31. Pretty much how I look at that is it's not so much even when I will point back to Liberia. Even when I go to Liberia, right? When I went to Liberia, because when you come from here, people just think say, oh, you come from heavy and things like that. So they won't do that. So I'm like, nah, my picking it your way. I know how to sweep my own. I know how to sweep my own house. I know how to wipe my own floor. You get what I'm saying? I was
The
done. I was
king,
sweeping.
rich man.
Yeah, I was sweeping my own house, doing my own thing and stuff like that. Because people never, I said, no, it's not because I come from down there, your thing said, and stuff like that. So you want to really you want to treat others like the way you want to be treated. It's not
Mhm.
all because God bless you you at this in a different environment because anybody location can change. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Sometimes two people circumstances is merely based on the environment they're in. So it
Mhm.
doesn't. It's not because you from here, so you can look at people there, so things like that. And me, I would say the way I that's what I look at things like this. The way I want people to help me, that's how I kind of look at things are helping people. In a sense, like even it goes back to the whole thing I was talking about when somebody said need XYZ and so on, you you don't want that person to keep coming back. So you don't want to just toss them a green a red there, green or else there and things like that. You want to give them enough to the point where they can be, able to sustain themselves. So
Mhm.
in a sense, when they will say loving the whole loving like Christ and so on. I just look at where I see people who need stuff and things like that. I try to find out mainly like the problem. I try to find out like the problem of the thing. It's not just oh yeah they have because there's a source to every problem. There's a source
Mhm.
to every problem. So
Mhm.
when somebody can say, "Oh, they need money," why you need money and things like that, you look into that. If all because some people don't have a job, that could be the problem why they're broke. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
if you can create something because you want to give in a sense loving across is like abundance, giving
Mhm.
people a little more than what they ask for so they can be
Right.
able to come back, giving people
Mhm.
that freedom so
Like
they can
that.
be able to do things by themselves and things
Right.
like that. So they can,
Right.
that whole thing. The day you put yourself in a position where you want people to always look up to you like God so they can keep coming back to you. Because some people they like to put themselves in that position that, oh, that person can't eat it more without me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That person
Right.
cannot do this do
So
this
good.
more without me. So
That's so good.
you don't want to do that. You want to put yourself you want to put yourself in a person's shoes. You know,
Right.
not everybody like calling somebody for money or baking and baking. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
you want to put yourself in that person's shoes. So when somebody asks you when you can do it or go a little extra and stuff like that, you just do it so you can give them that freedom so they can be able
Right.
to sustain themselves. So that's how I see it about trying to give people that freedom a little more than what they ask for. So that way if they are mature enough not to manage it, that's up to them. So that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. That's how I see things.
Yeah, I like that a lot, Martin. You really keep emphasizing going back to people, and especially the people in our country, which really, really speak volume of you.
Right.
You've been in America for a long time, but you still didn't forget where you came from. And I'm pretty sure if you are you doing anything in Liberia to do help those people? Is there projects that you're doing? You don't have to go into it, but is there things that you are doing in Liberia to help your own people back there?
Well, there are a couple of things that we're doing, but to briefly touch on some, we s- like I said, I just actually got into agriculture and like getting into it. We already bought we started first with 24 acres of land that we're
Okay.
cleaning and things like that and so on. So I'm going back next month to Liberia, which I already
Okay.
shipped some equipments and things like that to go start farming, and
Okay.
also was able to get couple of, because the whole idea of starting the farm and so on. So people, Liberia have a rich soil. Liberia
Yes.
have a rich soil, and some people they just need most most of the youth that I know in Liberia or in that part of Liberia where I'm going, they need jobs and things
Yeah.
like that. So with this farm, even right now they are working because I've had a conversation with them. They're working, doing something like getting the place ready so we can start planting seeds and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So um is to provide jobs for people in that area because we have land in different places and so on.
Yeah.
So when certain place where we are at, a particular place where we are at, we provide jobs. We get like 10 15 people that's working and so
Mm-hmm.
on. They'll come there, and also we look at how much to pay people down there, which is not much, and we try to pay them, which we try to pay them and also provide food for that day and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
for each working day and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Just so that's why every single time we have job, they will even come when there's no work. They will even come and say, ask if we have something for them to do and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. Because you want to, the situation down there is kind of like this, but you want to be able to treat people, especially when you are from here, your
Yeah.
mindset should be different. It's not like,
Right.
oh, you come here, you pick up this mindset of of American, you're American. Then when you go back home, then you just switch to back straight back to the whole Liberian mentality where you say, okay,
Right.
the way we do it here, the how we do it here. You get what I'm saying? You
Right.
travel, God gave you that opportunity for you to travel different places, for you to learn something, and then pull in ideas from that and be able to implement that into your own country or into your
Mm-hmm.
own situation. But
Mm-hmm.
most people they keep the same mindset. They come here, their mindset switch only when they come here. But when you
Mm-hmm.
go back home, when you see people, I'm telling you, the last time I went back home, right? One of the things that I brought tears to my eyes when I went back home, this little kid, I was I was on the second floor, right? On the second floor. So I was on the porch, looking down. So this little kid was walking by because he noticed I just came in the area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that he was walking by with a bucket and a towel on his shoulder, right? So I asked, then he said, "Bro, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good." He said, "Bro, you have something for me to do?" I'm like, what do you mean?" He said, "Bro, right now, you see me, so I'm passing around a car washing you." Walking around with bucket and water, washing cars and stuff like that. So I can come wash your floor. I can come just to pay my school fees. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying? So that people like that who actually, you know, looking for something to do, those are the people
Wow.
that I'm interested in. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like they're down there looking for henna. They're
Right.
down there, they are looking. So those are people that I'm interested in. And so
Right.
right away when I asked him how much for his school fees, and we were just able to cover his school fees and things like that for the whole
Amen.
year. And
Amen.
so it's just people like that that I'm interested in helping because they're looking for something to do. It just the means it's not there. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
If a young kid passing around and he explained some story to me like about, he explained some story to me like his dad left his what's it called, his mom new boyfriend, things that, so a couple of some things then that, they so he imagine imagine, right? A 15-year-old child now have to be a 15-year-old boy now have to take a place pretty much as a father now. have
Right.
to be able to hustle for our own school fees and things like that. So those are the things that I want some of us who are here as Liberians should think about, situation that's going that's back home, and we should
Mm-hmm.
try to invest in back home. In a
Yeah.
sense, like you know, it doesn't have to be much. Farming creates income because everybody has to eat. So
Right.
that's how I see it. That's the place I'm kind of targeting first. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
farming creates income because once you get people that yeah, as long as you have the job, people are willing to do it. And then once
Yeah.
you start generating, c- growing food and then selling it and things like that, you are actually employing people. So even when two people say you take from, you give a job to. Those are two people that are unemployed people that you give job to. So you
Mm-hmm.
solve problem for two people. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of some of the things now that we are doing back home. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, that's amazing. That's just really amazing because I don't know if you know, but I've never been back to Liberia since I've been here 20 going to 25 years since shamefully.
we'll go back.
Shamefully, right? But my desire too of giving
Yeah.
back to my country. I have that desires. But I want to ask you now, what would you say? Because I have a lot of American friends, Black American, and out of that meaning Black American, a lot of my Black American friends want to get out of America and they want to go back to Africa. They want to either invest or live in Africa. So what would you say for people like that who want to? Because there's some that probably watching right now who wants to invest in Liberia, who wants to buy land over there. What would you say to them? Like, what are the first thing they even need to do in order to even go to that level? What would you say to that?
Well, if somebody, for those who are watching, if somebody wants to, they want to go to Liberia, let's just say, I would say pay a visit there first.
Hmm.
You pay a visit there, and then once you do that, and don't you do a little research. Do a
Yeah.
little research. It's very important for you to do research. And let me tell you, sometimes even when you're doing research, 50% of the things, or 50 to 60% of the things that will come up might be negative. Don't let
Yeah.
that discourage you.
Yeah.
Do not let that discourage you. They'll say, "Oh, this because the media or this one still they don't promote
Right.
Africa, like they're supposed to." Liberia has some beautiful beaches, beautiful
Yeah.
places, and things like that.
Yeah.
And now, if you want to go back home, you first once you take a vacation, whether it's 2 weeks or so, and things like that. And always you want to rent an apartment that's have security. If you go in there, you want to rent an apartment or go in a hotel, but go there with somebody or somebody who's already there that and so on.
Hmm.
And then let them give you a tour. This whole experience will be based on individual because somebody will want to go maybe to open a restaurant, maybe to open a club, maybe to open farming and stuff like that. So you do your own research based on
Yeah.
on your interest, on what you're going to do, and so
Yeah.
on. Then once you go there now, then you come back over here, you take notes and things like that. You come back over here, then you can go ahead and start doing let's say your shopping and this and that for equipments and so on to make the investment. But I would strongly say to you this. Liberia or I can only speak for Liberia, me
Right.
personally, because I don't know about other African countries. I haven't been there besides Ghana, Ivory Coast, but the rest of the other places I haven't been there. So I was only speak for Liberia. One of the problems in Liberia is the electricity. One of the major problems is electricity. So if your business involves electricity, I would strongly say to you, you want to invest in solar panel. That's one, and so
Yeah.
on. Because even with just ship a solar panel thing back on to eliminate our electricity problem, you hear people say, "Oh, this." You don't want to trust if you are running a business. You do not want to trust on electricity down there. There's just
Yeah.
being 100% straight. You don't want to trust it out. So if you decide to do a business, you want to invest in solar panel, and it's not that expensive. Even I got certified set of, I know how to install solar panel. When I go down there, is what I'm going to be doing because we ship some back. So you want to find people who can, help you with these things and so
Hmm.
on. But besides Besides that, Liberia is a cool place. I'm telling you, when I was there, is that I didn't want to come back. Even now, I'm going for 4 months minimum to 6 months, and
Mm-hmm.
so on. Because last time when I went for 4 months, because when you there, like the stress level that's over here, it just
Yeah.
completely went away. It like
It is.
melts away, and
Yeah.
so on. It's so relief. Liberia is the only place, and this is me being honest. This is the only place I can get in a car while I'm driving. I don't worry about police, this one, that one, stuff like that. It's the only place. Over here, that you gotta worry about when police pull you over and this one, that one, and stuff like that, and so on. Liberia is the only place I can get in the car, and you are truly free when you are in. Where me personally, I'm truly free, like literally, and actually feel the freedom when I'm in my own country. That's it.
Amen.
There's
Yeah.
something I say where people say, "Oh yeah, free the love, the free, and this and that," and then there's a place where when you're at, you actually feel
Feel
the
free.
freedom,
Yeah.
and so on.
Wow.
Like you can
Wow.
drive a policeman, you say, "Hi, what's up," and things like that. Like it's another level of freedom. I'm telling you,
It
and
is.
just my
Yeah.
experience, it's another
Yeah.
level of freedom. So
Yeah.
yeah, like bro, Africa in general, yeah, everywhere have a good and bad side. Do not let nobody discourage you and say, "Oh, this one and that one." That's why it's important to do research
Research.
everywhere. You go to Philadelphia right now, right? Philadelphia, you walk the street, you see people there walking like zombie because they're hooked on drugs and things like that. They don't really promote that sound in media. They don't
Right.
really promote it
Right.
in America here. Everywhere have their bad side. So do not
Right.
just see America say, "Oh yeah, that heavy on this one." That everywhere have their bad side and everywhere have their good side. So don't just focus on the negative. Nothing should discourage you from doing. If God is with you, if you know Jesus, you can walk through the valley. Say, God will walk with you.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. You can walk through the valley, literally walk. God will
Yeah.
walk with you. So
Yeah.
don't be discouraged. As long as
Yeah.
you're playing, God playing, you present your plan to God and things like that, you pray about it, you can walk anywhere. So that's why I would say to people, do your research and let God be involved, include God in your plan. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Martin, I'm so glad you came on the interview because, as I said, I've been in America way too long and I haven't personally gone back. And to hear these things coming from a family member, coming from somebody I know personally, it really means a lot. It encouraging more and more. Like, I'm excited right now. If I can get a plane ticket today, I'll be going, but I'm very excited with what you are saying. I also just want to pause. A lot of people in the comment section have mentioned some good stuff that you have said. I emphasize it. First of all, I just want to say hello to everybody that's joining us. Thank you for being here. Where I'm doing a special interview with my cousin Martin. And we're just discussing, we're just having a conversation. But Julia, Jules World, and Julia, welcome. And then also Jules World wrote, she said,
Oh, a
that is
bunch of
awesome.
Mhm.
That is awesome that you brought up renting an apartment that has security. I believe it is important to, especially for those of us who haven't been there for decades. Yes, I'm glad you
just
brought
to
that up.
just to touch on that. Just to touch on that on the apartment thing. Here's the thing, right? When you're traveling to Liberia, if you want to go to Liberia, there are three major things should be your concern. Three major things. One, the apartment. Two, electricity, and four, running water. If you are used
Mm,
if you are used to the simple life over here, and stuff like, if you are used to it, then these three things should be very important to you. Now here's how I was tell you how to make sure the apartment you are renting have these three things. Okay, you want to, and mostly apartment and I have these things. If you're looking for a two bedrooms apartment, it will run you about roughly about 250 a month. Now I want you to understand this, and 250 a month, that means you are renting a top-notch apartment. Some of the apartment ain't like, bro, that's 250 a month is better than some of the one in here.
wow, really?
So, oh yeah, so some of the place I was Robert Fee Highway in rehab. The community is called Rehab Community Robert Fee Highway. Right next to the former president. We are on the other side and stuff like that.
Hmm.
There's a hotel right on the other side called Canada, and the beach is right across from it too. So if you are renting an apartment, in Liberia, right? There, those three things you want to take care of your electricity problem. It depends now. If you are just taking, if your only thing is actually a cell phone, a laptop, and you just want to make sure you're online all the time, get a power bank. Get a power bank. There's some good power bank that can charge your phone about 30 times before it run low and things like that. Get a power bank. That's one. Okay, don't just rely, say, oh, we get current now 24/7. Because to be honest, you can put credit in your meter. You can put credit because down there the electricity system is like prepay. It's like prepay. You go, you buy credit, you put it in your meter, and then you use it when that meter runs out. When that credit runs out, current go. Oh,
Mm,
your data, your thing finished. But you
mm,
can still have credit in your meter, and then current still go. It doesn't mean you run out of credit. It just means like there's the generator that's providing the electricity or the hydro that providing the electricity is is running low. So there's a lot of situation with the electricity down there. Get a power bank. That's one. Two, call look on Facebook. You can go on Facebook or stuff, even if you need some information, say you can connect with Lauren. I can send her some information and things like that on apartments and so on that you can find. They will tell you the location of the apartment. They will tell you if there's security, if the apartment is in fence. You want to make sure the apartment is in fence.
that's good.
Apartment that's in fence, apartment with a live security guard that's on duty 24/7. The player I was had two security guards. One was there in the morning till roughly around 5, and then the other one comes from 5 all the way to to the next morning for the other guy to come. You always want to make sure you have security on there, especially when you come from here, because some people too. It depends how you walk the street. Let me put it this way: if you're one of those people you like to show off and this and that stuff, like people can easily say, "Oh, somebody came from America, they brought plenty to they living down in there." If you're in an apartment and I don't have security, I don't have fence and things like that, people can easily go through your window, steal your phone while you're sleeping. It's just being real. People can steal your phone while you're sleeping. But if you rent an apartment that has security, before they go over the fence, that's one thing. Before now, the security guards they're not there. That's another thing. You get what I'm
See, they're
saying?
going over your fence and all.
No, some people will, but most of the fences, most of the apartment that have fences, they have like barbed wire at the top, or
Mm,
they have like broken bottles thing. It's an extra security thing. So once,
okay, okay.
yeah, once you get an apartment with fence, you can have security over there and something like that. I have a thing, a 3 bedroom apartment that's going for $250. So if you're going with with your friends, y'all can split $250, and that's
So
what
you do rent a place too?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rent a place because we're doing
Okay.
construction. We're doing construction right now. So right now I rented a place that I'm going to in February, and
Okay.
so
No, I mean like you have a rental properties or you rent a place for yourself.
oh no, I don't have a rental property there, but I
Okay.
know
But you have information for that.
a couple of people who have places there for rent, and so
Okay, so that'll be a great information at the bottom of this video that I can post so people can reach out and stuff like that. Any information
yeah, we
at the
can
bottom of this,
comment that.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Once you rent a place, you make sure you have security and things like that, and then the rest of the thing, once the main thing, your belongings, once your belonging you're taking, as long you are living in a place that's secure, because the main thing you got worried about somebody stealing from you is when you're sleeping.
Right.
It's when you're sleeping. But if you're in a neighborhood that's good, and then you have security and things like that and so on, man, you can come outside chill and be chilling and things like that. I'm telling you, the country is beautiful. You're just walking around drinking coconut water. That's how
I
beautiful.
love it. I love
Oh
it.
man, it's beautiful. A little tip, a last tip for the people that don't want to go, like, bro, and this happened to me too. When you go the way you dress, right? If you walk to if you walk to a store, or you call somebody's driving on a bike, you stop them so you can for transportation. they will scan you, they'll look at your outfit you're wearing, and they will charge you based on your clothes you wear. So if they see you looking all fly and stuff like that, say you're probably coming
Hey,
from
so my
America,
husband
your
little fly saying like, bro, me, I like
the
black for
price will be
business.
high. They did that to me twice. You know what I did? Next thing you know, I started wearing slipper. I will slip on someone. I go there and can't tell me. I say when you go there to don't try to put a whole series in your throat to make people know say
Ah,
yeah I'm from America. Go
now
there and
I
say
gotta work on my spirit business.
don't put a whole series in your throat say you from America. Just go say my man, you think I don't know what you doing here? You think I don't know the price? And find out the prices for transportation as fast as you can. So you know. If you go
Yeah,
there one time, two time, you just find out. So now, if you know to get from point A to point B, if you know it's $100 LD,
yeah,
if you know it's $100 LD, when somebody pull you, when you stop somebody the next time when it tells you it's 250 because of the way you just say, listen, just yesterday somebody tell me I told. Matter of fact, yesterday I just told transportation to come here at $100. Why you come and tell me say that 250? They would then they know that you know. Don't go there act like you don't know. That's the thing.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. Yeah, thank you. I mean, Jules word. I mean, have a lot of questions. Liberia topic. I think I got to do a whole series in July for that during the Independent Day. She said, "Are some of those apartment in gated? Are some of those? Are some of the apartments is
you get a
gated or
community.
not? Yeah, it's
Um,
in gated community or not?
yeah, especially the one I'm talking about, even the one I was at, so on, is in Gator community, and so the people in us there, most of the time, I can speak for everybody, but most of
Mm-hmm.
the time, most of the Gator communities and things like that, everybody kind of know everybody, and so
Yeah.
on. So it's kind of more safer in a sense, especially if it's Gator and Steam Fence and all those things have security and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
here's a secret. Well, there's something I do. The security guard, right? The security guy at my place. Anytime we cook, right, we'll call him. So that man keep extra eye on our team. And when somebody pass us, say, my man, don't tell that my boss man here right now, don't
He
pass
said,
us.
he said, I want to eat, but I want to eat more. So let me behave.
So
Let me do my job extra.
no, but here's the thing. Here's what I would say to you, right? You being generous to people, takes you, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Okay, little
Yeah.
bit of gratitude towards people. Yeah, he's working and things like that, but you just be a little generous towards people because notice the people don't get paid as soon when we get paid over here. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes when somebody work there for a whole month they're gonna make let's just $50 US a whole month. You get what I'm saying? Now
Exactly.
imagine let's just say you staying down for a whole month, right? And then let's just say or even you stay down for 2-3 weeks. And if you imagine a person making $50 a month, but if you stay there for 2-3 weeks and you were able to tip the passenger $10 US,
Mm-hmm.
that's literally about 20% of what they will make in a whole month. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just that generosity of $10 US, that person will they'll keep their eye open extra just for your thing. They will make sure when you come in, they'll say boss, just let me know when you come in, I'll open it, get it. So it
Yeah.
just be yeah,
Yeah.
you build that
Yeah.
type of relation. A little bit of generosity, that's all. It's
Yeah, those are good tips. Those are good tips. Also, this has always been my burning
mhm.
question, and this is a lot of people question. There's some people, or some of us in the future, would like to build homes in Liberia, right? Because eventually want to take more vacation or spend more time. Like how you going for 4 months or so, or take some of our future children there, our future husband there. What do you think? What are ways to go about that? Because a lot of people complain trying to build in Liberia is very skimpy. People can lie to you. Your house will not be building. They'll say your house is building and all these things. Like I have an auntie who got robbed her house or building it, and some they break into her house and took and discourage him, but she's still gonna continue it. So what main thing you were saying? Then people say also trusting people who are doing it. What are some things to prevent for those things to happen? People like who are interested in the future to build homes for vacation or Airbnb. What are some things you would say about that?
Well, huh. On that part there, there's a whole you
So they
can do
will
a whole
have to
thing on it.
talk.
But no. Actually, it's not that it's hard to talk. Because here's the thing, I'll say this to you. One thing you should always remember: you never know when someone will hurt you until they actually do it. That's one thing you should remember.
Mhm.
Also, here there's a scene that goes in the Liberian community. It goes like this. Just because of bad dream, just because you have bad dream doesn't mean the rest of all will not sleep. So now to explain that, here's the thing. Yes, people, there are a lot of scammy people down there and think and so on. But if here's the secret, here's what I do. That's what currently working for me. Because I
Mhm.
had to fire somebody too.
Mhm.
For something like that scammed me of $370. And I had to fire them. So here's what I do. When I'm running my operation, never ever trust in just one person.
Mm.
Never ever. I care like your mom or your father there. Never trust in just one person. This is what I do.
That's good.
I have six different people. Six different people. So when I ask person number one to go check on how much for corn, the seeds to plant, how much for corn. That
Mhm.
person can tell me says $100 LD for one cup. I'll ask person number two to go check on how much for corn. When that person can tell me say it's $50 LD for one corn, I'll ask person number three to check. When that person can say it's $50 or $60, then I know say person number one lie or trying to hustle me. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'll not say
Mhm.
nothing to them, but I will take the money and give it to the person that gave me the lowest price. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I will send the money
Yeah.
to this person. Then I will tell them, I say, okay, you go with person number two, you'll go buy the corn here. So you can see. So now you know, say the corn is this price. So next time you can give me the right price for it. You get what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem that most people have. They have one family member or two family member and they all know each other. My people there, it's not like they all friendly, it's not like the family member. Only one family member I get operating on my in a whole group. You get what I'm saying? Some family member will
Mm.
cut you
Okay.
down to the knees. I'm
Okay.
gonna be straightforward with you. Some family member, they're the ones that I can do the worst.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
the one I can do the worst. Some family member cut
Yeah.
you down to the knees. So this is what I do. Although it might cost you a little extra, but you know, the peace of mind worth the peace of mind.
Mhm.
You get so I get this person and that person, this person, and so on. And I say, okay, won't do the operation here. And sometimes I'll not even support them in a group. I'll talk to the individual so they don't really know each other. So when I need them to do something, I say, okay, just connect with so and so. I'll connect you with so and so. You get what I'm saying? Then
Mhm.
and so on. They just connect, they do that operation for that day, and so on. And that's that. So if you really want to get your business going or get something going in Liberia, never trust just one person. Because if John if
That's
John Brown
good.
come and tell you say the thing had a fat out for it, right? Who else you get to go verify John Brown information? No,
Mm. I
nobody.
like that. I
Okay,
like that.
they John Brown said, "Oh, that father, you
Yeah.
just saying father." Now knowing the thing that to that. Next time you come, John Brown said,
Yeah.
"Okay, any price I call, I get it one, they can send it to me." And next time you come, oh, to go buy that we buy that at $300. Why we buy that $30? Then John Brown start upping his gain and start upping his means and stuff like that. Next thing you know, the man say, "Okay, so back of cement, this one, that one." And then they start the how they start eating, and then they don't care about the project. They're
Mhm.
not thinking about tomorrow. They're not thinking about
Right.
tomorrow. Say, oh, when I build this thing here, I the person with his feet will enjoy
Right.
for tomorrow.
Right.
They're
Right.
thinking about right now because they're getting it. And when any person tell you send it, they get it. Any person tell you send it, get it. Mm-mm. Never trust just one person. Build relationship. Even let me tell you, most of the people that run my operation, I don't know them and stuff like that. They're not my family member and things like that. It's some people there who I met down there and then we got to know each other and things like that. And then we started operating and so on. And I'm grateful for a lot of them because that's how we're able to move, as we are moving and things like that. So, but you just gotta you gotta, you gotta get different. You gotta get security for security. That's how put it this
Right.
way. Yeah, you
I
gotta
like
get
that.
security for
Security for
security.
security.
When you
I
send John
love
to go
that.
check on that thing, you send Peter to go you send Peter to go check on the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Then when Peter come
Yeah.
to, then he sent Paul. He said, "My man, go verify Peter and join." You got your security for security. All people ear out. But to quickly answer your thing on building a house, this is what I would recommend to everybody. if you're a Liberian, land are getting very expensive now in Liberia.
Mm.
People eyes are opening, places are being developed, and so on. Land are getting very, very, like 10 years ago, the places then I was selling for 500 and stuff like that. You go ask for land there now, you'll see 2,500 just for one lot. Oh. Acres that will be
Wow.
for 500 now is being sold for 2,500 US dollar. So
Wow.
lands are getting very, very expensive. So here's what you should do: invest as soon as you can in buying land.
Mm.
I'm
I like
going.
that.
I'm going there. We go. I started something with a couple of people where we will go. We will go places with verified land because there's thing you need to when you buy your land. You need to have it verified. You need to make sure it's verified. You need to publish it in a newspaper. You need to publish it on a radio station. Here's the thing:
Oh, okay.
you go
Wow, I didn't
when you
know all
go
that.
when you go meet somebody. Let's just say you go meet John. John say he's selling this land. Don't just take money and put it in John's hand. John can be selling you his
Wow.
neighbor's land. Say, okay, John, how much you selling the land? Let me say, okay, I'm selling the land 2,000. Say, okay, all right, I want buy the land, but this is what we're gonna do. We need to make sure that your land here. So
That's
we
good.
put it in the newspaper. Sometimes it just takes like 25, $30 to to put ad in the newspaper, or even
That's
say you simply put you say, okay, John Brown, you get his full name. John Brown so and so. Yeah, John Brown so and so is selling a land in at this location and so. If you know that you are the owner of the land, show up at this location at this date and time
good.
and so on. You run that ad. You run that ad for 2 weeks. You make sure you put it on the radio too for another. With you put it in the newspaper and then you put it on the radio. You again additional $30 for people to just you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I rather spend $30, 30 for the newspaper, 20 for the newspaper, $30 for the radio thing. Then goes pull $2,000 and it gone. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Once you do that, once you do that, that day come when people then come now, and you have to put. I said put it on the news too, on the radio, because some people will not. Some people can't go buy the newspaper to read it. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's why you
Mhm.
gotta. So when people then come and say, "Oh, that my land here," then you know. Then you
Mhm.
get what I'm saying. But when nobody show up and things like that, you want to buy it. You buy the land. You want to have it probated. You want to have it probated,
Mhm.
and yeah, you want to have it probated. That means you probate it. The government knows that you the one own that property.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
just get a man money and get you the deed and then you forget, but you say, yeah, you buy land. Once you buy, you want to get it probated. Last thing to touch on. This the number one you should do on everything. When you go buy that land, you always, we the librarian, we don't like to document things. When you go buy that land, you always want
Okay.
to videotape, not audio recording. Oh. Take out your phone. The men are giving you a tour. Videotape the land. Videotape him. Okay, video
That's good.
taking that. No, he must stand in front of the camera that they call him here. John Brown, so are setting it like no. Let me tell you,
I love it. Yeah.
I know somebody who got scared. Then they ask you who the man that said it. Like, the man said wasn't even still living in the yard. The man just, you know. But listen, I got videos and videos of all the properties there I bought in Liberia. I have videos and things like that. So and with their face there, calling their name and everything. I got videos, even the putting the money in their hand, even putting the money in their hand, signing it when they were.
Yeah.
Listen, here's one of the. I tell you, when we go buy land.
I
We'll
love
go
it.
buy land, things like that. When they're
I love
signing the
it.
paper and things like that. Like, videos upon videos of the person who signed the paper, the town chief, everybody.
That's
That
very
will protect.
yeah.
Make sure you get witnesses. Town chief, don't do nothing connoisseur. You do something connoisseur because you don't
I
pay
love it.
extra $5 for town chief to come sign, because some of the town chief then will say, just buy me cold water. So they can come. You just go there and say, okay, town chief, who's the town chief for the place? I the town chief, okay. Can you come to witness the document for me? Okay, my man, just give me extra, $5 and stuff like that. Sometimes that 500 LD, which is less than $5. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
900 is $5 LD. So just that
Mhm.
little extra can save you. So
Yeah.
that's why I would recommend to people, you gotta take these little step that a lot of people miss or don't want to do it because they just
Wow.
want to do things fast, and then they lose
Yeah.
track like that. And then the time,
Yeah.
like bro, code process is too slow. You don't want to
Yeah.
go in code with anybody on land or house business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's the thing. As long as you can record it, you should be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, Martin. Wow. You're gonna be you and my cousin Sturgeon. Yeah, both of y'all be my Liberia per person to bring back here. But you actually doing a lot more there. So like as I said in July, I'm planning on doing a whole series on
Mm-hmm.
Liberia, different things. So I would definitely appreciate you. Hopefully, I don't know if you're still being Liberia, but we're gonna have to make it one
I
for
mean,
another.
yeah, we can.
Yeah,
And when I
it's
go down there too, because I'm taking a drone too, so when I do some video, I'll send it to you so you can, share it on your platform and things like that. Yeah,
share it
we
on
do
my
some
platform.
a
Yes,
lot of
yes, I would
videos
love
and
that.
things like
Yes, I would love that because right now, even me listening to you talk, you opening my eyes to so much stuff that I'm so, as I said, I've been here forever, so I'm weird. So this video can
yeah.
be saved. I can come back to this and anything. And that's why me, like recording, doing these things are important to me because so many helpful information that people like us don't know at all. We have no clue about things. We can just go and bow in or trust one family member or trust,
Mm-mm.
and that's it. And people crying because these are the
People
information
crying.
they don't know. That's why they're hurting.
It's easier
But
to trust, or it's best for you to trust somebody who's not your, because the thing with family member too. The thing with family member, no, it's not like I'm getting, but the thing with some family member, right? When they're stealing from you, they don't consider you as family member at that time. It doesn't
thank
click.
you.
Say, oh,
Thank
this is my blood I'm stealing from. And then
Right.
for a moment you're finished stealing from you, you turn vest, you won't take action. Then I turn the whole family will come. That family thing and stuff like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You
you know,
don't miss this little pleasure.
yeah, the family some of the Liberian family and they protect criminals now. They protect from
Yes.
pro- from no from being prosecuted from being punished. They
Yeah.
protect it. Oh, that family thing, they're talking so you
No, we
take it
aren't
to
doing
court, some
family
do
thing
so
because
stuff like that.
yeah.
You know how hard it is to work in America here?
Thank you.
You know how many degrees it is outside right now? They're going.
So people pushing an hour in the car.
Thank you. Listen, then you trust this person is sending money. You work for 2, 3 months, 4 months, you save that money, you send it so you can build a house. The next thing you know, you go, you can't find house, you can't find a grandson, they also have to be on because at somebody place. Then you say, let's talk it, a family thing. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The comment section, I'm loving everything she's saying. She said for me, I'm gonna go back to this. She said, "No, it's good to know. I know it's good to know because I've been discovered so many times when I try to help people there. I barely know half of them, so it's good to know the piece of information." Then she said, "For me, it is hard to build relationship with people because I wasn't raised there, and I don't know people exact except for my mother's family that I talk to on the phone. That's really good to have the document." Save you a lot of headache in the future. And she said, fantastic information section. Thank you, Jules Word, for all your input here on this interview today. Yeah, I'm telling people are interested because there are a lot of people in America that never went back. Like, she said she been
Yeah.
here since she was 9 that they never went back. So these information are very helpful because again, like what she said, her mother people and she not even know those people in person and just heard my mother people and she been here so long. So anybody can try to act like they're in good with her and try to, and
Yeah.
scam if she want to go that route. So
That's the same thing with, what she's saying is, what a lot of people kind of fall victim into some of these things. That's what too. Like I said, we bought a lot of lands on and the one we are cleaning right now is the 23 acres we are cleaning right now. And later, and the other ones, once we start working on it, we're gonna also start like selling them to people and things like that. So to open that thing, because one of the problem that I had, one of the problem that I had couple of people saying and stuff like that is like how to buy land from the right people. You get what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
one of the things. So I will get into, let's just say, buying the land, cleaning it, getting the probator and things like that, and then
Mhm.
selling it to people, and then and so on, and
Mhm.
things like that. Let's say so. Once I go down and start doing those videos and things like that, people can contact you for for that information and
Yeah.
so on, to
Yeah.
make if somebody want to buy land, to make that whole transaction very easy and
Yeah.
so
That'll
on.
be a
To
blessing.
make it very, very easy. And they will get videos of it too. What we'll go there, we'll do a drone video. They will see the land, ground
Mhm.
video and things like that, see everything, so that they know what they're getting and so on. And if they want to calm down, they can come down to the library, walk on it, the entire document, everything that they'll be able to get it and so on. So those are some of the things they were working on, because
Yeah.
people then been yeah, people then been hustling people then like crazy
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah. And I
But
and I, I understand the hardship there. We understand that, but also for people
mhm.
like us who we're in America too, we're struggling with to
Oh,
make our ends meet, and we try to create something for ourselves, so we can say we have something in our country we can go and lay our head on.
right.
So we don't expect nobody to. Yeah, I know you're suffering, but we don't expect. Where it's not easy on like people like us too. So I don't expect my hard earned money, as you say. They go outside there. Some people pushing out. You think somebody want to come and then go send a hard earned money, and then you're gonna scam them or not do what you say you're gonna do. So it's frustrating. That's why some people don't even want to
Yeah.
invest in their country. But as you say, I encourage them to keep, as you said, for
Yeah,
do
I
those
actually
necessary
encourage them to
steps,
do that. Yeah.
to keep doing, to not give up and do the necessary step as Martin said, and yeah, and go forward and find people that you really trust and not just rely on family people, because then you hate your own family people because they will disappoint you. The majority of them have done it. I know people personally that have done it to them. So you just gotta be smart, as Martin said, and take those necessary steps. The same way every day we take our own picture, recording our own self, we can be doing that with documents and stuff like that too, and be very smart in that move so you don't get hurt. Say if you don't play hard, if you don't, I don't know, the child who done something, as a
Now
librarian
you see,
saying,
your body will suffer.
your body
But
is suffer exactly.
here's the thing. Here's another last tip for if once you buy a land, right? Once you buy a land, even if you're not, because some people buy a land and then they just leave it, that is get their whole mindset. Oh yeah, I have a land, things like that, and then it's just sitting on there. The next thing you know, somebody
Right,
pop behind you, go sell it to a John and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
right.
Here's the thing: if you are not ready to build
Mm,
on the land, but you have the money right now to buy it, and you don't want because money is slippery. You don't want to hold on to it and then you use it. I strongly suggest to you, buy the land. But here's what you should do. Once you buy the land, okay, at least you can afford to pay somebody $40 a month to be checking on it. Now, not just that, okay? And it's not something where you just pay and just go there, look at it, and then come back. Here's the thing. Here's the thing you should do. When you buy the land, start a farm on it. Regardless, doesn't matter where it's at. It doesn't matter where it's at.
mm,
Start growing something on it. If like you don't gotta pull bricks down, you can put wooden fence. Wooden fence. You get somebody to start growing stuff on it, because when there's activity going on the land, nobody will fasting around it.
mhm,
So they come and steal it and sell it. You gotta have
mhm.
activity, because people watch. When you buy the land, you leave it there for 6 months. Nothing going, the grass growing and stuff like that. Person say, okay, that person in America, they forget about it. Let me go
I
up.
mean, claiming.
Yes. And the same person you buy it from, sometimes that person can sell it, because they
Yeah,
see that you don't have activity on it. So once you buy the land, you invest. You don't gotta be into agriculture, sir. Somebody said will
right,
be happily. If you
right.
don't have the money, because usually to build a mud house or something like that, depending on the place, it's like 1,500 or so, the max and stuff like that.
Mhm,
But if you don't, if you to the cheapest thing, let's just say you can spend $400 to start a
mhm,
farm on the land, and just tell the person, hey, grow the thing, grow XYZ on the land. You sell it, you get 50%. I get 50% of the profit. and stuff like that. Until now, when you are ready to build on the land, then you go by the farm part, you can move it easily because it's not bricks. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's not brick construction. You can just go, you uproot
Yeah.
the thing, you start building your house. The thing is
Yeah.
for you not to leave the land just sitting out there, let us say, God no owner. If you
Right.
feel like to say, God no owner, owner can't find it.
Finish. Liberian people say you finish, you finish.
Owner can't find it. So that ain't that piece
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. Wow, Mari shared so much great information, but I do want to ask there about Liberia, and then we'll go into our last question, last two questions, because I know you know you're a busy man. Let me just plug my device real quick.
No,
But
I have some. Uh-huh.
you have time. Okay, I would
Yes.
ask this. Some of us, I want to go to library. I can't wait, and I know coming out few years, I pray I'll go there. All right,
Hmm.
I'm a young girl. I love having good time. As much I want to invest, I love having good time. But what would you say attraction that for some of us are going back and want to still do stuff with our family but also want to have a good time. Some of our family probably don't know too much because you don't have the money, you don't really do too much. So what are some attraction of a Liberian? If people like us, our young folks like us, I want to go there and still have good time, what are some fun stuff or some beautiful attraction that or even for some American I want to go and visit for the first time, because I have American friends that want to come with me in the future. So what are some attraction for to
Well,
do some things? Yeah.
honestly, there's a lot of stuff to do in Liberia. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things to do in Liberia. They just that if you are going to, they have clubs, they have a lot of things to do. Here's a little thing: if you are going to the club, make sure you are going to with somebody. The
Mm.
person who's driving, make sure they are not drinking. Liberian drivers, I'm Liberian. I'm going, so I can say this. Liberian driver, they 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 they're reckless in driving. Most of them, they're
Yeah.
reckless in driving, and they want alcohol in the system. So that's what you should watch out for. You don't
Mm.
club par- Liberia is the listen. Liberia is not like here where when you having party, your neighbor can call the police so you can shut it down at 9 o'clock because your neighbor got to sleep. Liberia, you can go there. Party can be going on from 6 all the way to 6.
AM.
6 p.m. all the way to 6
So
a.m.
6
So
a.m.
the fun the
Try
fun
again.
time part, you have the fun time. If you're a party person, if you're a party person, you have that fun time. Don't worry about that one part. That. But also, you just want to be careful of what you're drinking.
Right,
As well.
right.
You want to be careful. That's one
Yeah.
thing. When you go there, especially when you find Judah, no say from America, people will be eyeing you. People will be eyeing you. So you want to be aware of what you're drinking and things like never even in general, you never want to go somewhere where you drink to the point where you don't know your surrounding.
Right, right.
But
That's just common sense that people
yeah,
should have.
there are places where you can go. You can go to the farm. You can go to the farm and go take a tour of the farm and see some things and stuff like that. They have zoo over there. They have beaches. The beaches that they have some nice beaches down there and so on. I went to 3 beaches when I was there. They have some very nice beaches, and also they have some restaurant, but I wasn't a fan of restaurant because I did most of my cooking and things like that with cook every 2 days, so I didn't rather go to restaurant.
Marian's a chef, yo. He's a chef.
So,
He's a professional chef.
so yeah, that's I said that's about it. They have
Yeah.
places to go to. They have a mall too. They have a mall
Okay.
that you can go
Yeah,
to.
more. So Julia asked me if there's because I'm a hiker too, Julie. Jules, I'm a hiker and I'm not a club person, but I'm glad you brought that club part up for those people who want a club,
Mhm.
for the safety. But Julia asked if there any place to hike there because yeah, I want to know that too because I love hiking. Is there any place to hike?
It depends which country you go to.
Okay,
Which part
but
of Liberia you go to?
there is
There
depending on
is.
where.
There
Okay,
is. Yeah,
okay.
it just depends where you go. There are some places, they got some resort in Liberia. I'm telling you, Liberia has some beautiful, beautiful places. Don't nobody should be fooled by what they just see on social media. And just those negative images. Liberia has some beautiful places. Me, listen to the point. I'm planning to go back to stay in Liberia. It just, go there, get the thing, and I'll be coming back here for 2, 3 months, and then go spend most of the year in Liberia. Liberia has some beautiful, beautiful places, and when you're down there, just soaking in the sun. Everywhere you're passing, sort of foods, people selling food and this and that. The scenery, just the scenery is inviting, and so Liberia has some beautiful places. So it's not something you're not there'll not be a lack of stuff for you to do when you're in Liberia and things like that. They have some beautiful places. What about safety for children? For children, here's what I would say to you. When you go down there, if you are taking your child should be with you. You don't leave your child, because, and I say this because some people, they have their mindset, or all want to go. They say, "Oh, family member, that family member, then they can leave their child and stuff like that." No, let your child be with you. When your child used to you and things like that. So let your child be with you. Liberia is safe in a sense. When you say safety about children, it's like similar thing like over here. It's like similar thing like over here, as long as you are with the child and things like that, y'all can go somewhere and have fun. It's not like, oh, you were a child and somebody can't do this and do that. No, as long as you're there, you're supervising what's going on. Yeah, Liberia have fun places. They got parks there too. They got basketball court. If you shouldn't think about Liberia as like, oh, it's this third world place that don't have development, things like that. No, Liberia have things. They have things. So that's pretty much it. I think the host left. Maybe her phone went off. She should be coming back in a few. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's back. I have three boys. Okay, 8, 4, and a year old. Hmm. Then the thing is, it all depends on what your child or what your children are interested in. Lauren, you back? You can hear me? Okay. So it all depends on what I you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Hold on. Yes,
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry
I
about
can
that.
hear
I'm
you.
just a technical issue. So sorry you
Okay.
guys for that.
So answer your question. You have three boys. Liberia, Liberia have fun things to do. So you don't gotta. They will have enough to do. Trust me. And even when they go there, the other kids, then just like the whole energy, the vibe down there, the other kids then will love to interact with them and things like that, show them around and so on. It all based again on where you go. Where you are planning to go plays a huge role and things like that. I don't know, maybe your people that live in, let's just say, in a village part of place, and then there's not so much activity going on or so much development down there, but like Central Morovia and things like that, Bikana and these places, then that's open and exposed. You shouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, for keeping it going while I had a technical issue. Yeah, Julia
Okay.
seemed like she's a hiker. Julia, yeah, thanks for asking all these questions. Really important that we communicate with our audience as well, and I'm open with that. So thank you for having all these questions. And she also said, I want to read what you said, your previous
Mhm.
comment. She said that information gave me a sense of security because I've always had security in going into Ghana and building something there. But Liberia has always been worrisome for me. Well, I'm glad this information could giving you that because our country is our country. I know, Ghanaians are investing in Ghana. So why not us Liberians invest in our own country? I think that's so crucial because we forget and because of all the, as Martin said earlier, because of all the negative thing we see either through media, through this. And for me, I think that's why it's important talking to people. Yes, Google, put in Google or whatever is good, whatever, because you get the basic information, but talking to somebody who actually goes to Liberia, who actually is from Liberia, it's very important you do that, especially some of us that have not been there
Yeah.
since childhood. It's very important we talk to somebody and not just hear, as Martin said, not just hear one person's perspective, because yes, unfortunately, might happen to that person, but other person can have a great experience. So don't
Yeah.
just rely on one person experience. Everybody different because there's certain place, even in America, that place will be that, oh, you You live in that state I was in. Some people experience might be bad living in rural Idaho or terrible living in Colorado.
Oh
But
yeah.
then another person might have a fabulous time there. So don't just rely on one person's opinion. Get there for yourself. Go for your own experience. Somebody might go see a movie, the Black Panther, the two. They might say, "Oh, I hate it," and then somebody might go see it and love it. So always remember, your own opinion matters, and not just other people's opinion. But also, it's good to talk to people who has been there, who actually doing work there, that can give you the broke down real truth about Liberia. Not just rely on people that just visit for vacation and that's it, but those who actually done work there in a Liberia community. So thank you, Martin. You have a lot of great things. If you ready, I can move on to a next question.
Yeah. We can move on to another question. Just one thing I wanted to touch on. There's a place called Patawi Waterfall,
Yes,
and
that's
so
what I wanted to remember. Yes, I
yeah,
follow that lady.
Patawi
I
Water.
love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a place to hike, my guys then did a video of the place and things like that. And like I said, once I go there, I'll do some videos, and then you're gonna watch. I'll send it so you can post it so they can see it. There's a Patawi waterfall. It's a great place for you to go hiking and so on. Oh man, it's beautiful down there.
Yes, that's
It's
that's on
beautiful.
my list. I
Yeah,
have to go
it's
there. It's
beautiful.
so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
All right. We can.
Yeah. Oh, she actually said it's not for her. She said it's not for me investing in Ghana because my dad is from Ghana and my mom is from Liberia. But I just haven't always had the insurance of doing something lucrative in there.
Well, um, I, the thing is, well, Liberia again. Not so. If you want to, if you want to invest or you want to do something lucrative, there, what is very is like this. You will always find people to who want to work and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And like I said to you, you don't want to just trust one person. Yes,
Right.
you got a family member, this one, that one. Uh, the people that you trust, let it be a mixture. Let it be a mixture of your family member and some other people. You get what I'm saying? Because not just because if you put your two brother in together, they can hustle you. You put your two sister in together, they can hustle you. You
Yeah.
put put at least two of your family member and then put three or four outsiders and you just mix them so you can actually because if you want to be productive and actually get things done. Some family members are different. But for
Right.
in my shoes now, again, I can only speak from my insurance, from my experience. That's
Mm-hmm.
so what's working for me, and that's what I can share. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one family member on my operation, the rest of the other people then are, different people who are not my blood. But
Right.
because of the interaction we're doing in the business and things like that, I see them as family. So that's
Yeah.
that. But
That's
yeah.
good. Before we get off the move to the next question, this is a burning question. I think a lot of people want to know too. What are things that Liberia need right now? That some of us in America that want to invest in Liberia that we can do. What are things or that we can program organization? What are the needs for Liberia? Because people want to do certain things right now. I can say I want to do this because I haven't been back home, right? But
Mhm.
what are you think that as you said for you, you're doing the agriculture because it's needed. Everybody need to get a job. Everybody need to work. What are the main thing that is in need of Liberia that some of us that can start thinking, about investing in Liberia? What are the needs there right now?
Um, well, if we say what Liberia need, and one of the main things I would say that Liberia need,
Yeah.
is actually honestly it's something that's already there, but it's not. It's being the way it's being handled. Liberia, but if it's something for individuals, like stuff to invest in or start down there, because what Liberia needs right now is reasonable internet and stable electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable internet and stable electricity. Now, this is just from my perspective, and why I say that because our youth then down there that do content creation and things like that and stuff like if
Yeah.
they have access to stable electricity and affordable internet, themselves can try to break themselves out of poverty. in a sense, because
That's good. Yeah.
content creation and stuff, they don't need to go run to this place to go look for a job, and then you get 100 people fighting for one job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if the internet was stable, affordable, and then there's stable electricity. So since that's the issue, now the solution would be solar panel thing. So somebody who want to start a solar panel business that can
Okay.
thrive, that can really thrive in Liberia. If you want to start a solar panel business, because you can
Okay.
do something called community current, where let's just say you have an acre of land, things like that, or 2 lots. You set up a solar panel thing where you distribute current into about 50 or 100 houses. Now, those people in that area where you're distributing that electricity, what will happen? They'll be able to sell a Kweyono. They'll be able to sell a cold water. They'll be able to
Mhm.
do it because you have stable electricity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they'll be able to do this. They'll be able to do that. Even with LEC right now, when you get credit in your meter, the current can kind of go. It's not stable.
Yeah.
So with solar panel, it's stable. So like bro need solar investor invest solar pretty much investor or solar companies right now to be able to,
Mhm.
and not like a large one, like one person like you can invest 10,000. I can get you started where you can at least get about 20 house going.
Yeah.
20 house.
Wow.
I told you
Wow.
from the beginning of the year. I said I've been searching on Alibaba. I've been searching on
Wow.
Alibaba on some things. Then you can get like 20 house going with electricity. So that's one of the things that Labrador needs. And after that, it all comes down to uh, food. The-
Mm.
Why 99% of the people you cannot. There's this thing I say, empty back can't stand. If
Yeah.
somebody hungry, you can't get her to do something. You can't really reason with that person. You get what I'm saying? And mostly, what people are working for from hand to mouth. You get what I'm saying? In Liberia, it's from hand
Mhm.
to mouth and things like that. So now it's food and how to preserve food. Because when you cook today, right? When you don't, especially when your
Mm.
current not
That's
stable,
good.
you cook today, you gotta eat it, you gotta make sure the food finished today, or at least you can
Right.
save for tomorrow and
Right.
tomorrow eat it. You get what? But over here we can cook soup, put it in the ice box for 1 week. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Even in the
So
freezer, it can be more.
thank you. So we
Yeah.
don't have the means to preserve. We don't have
Mm.
that means to preserve food, and so on. So we just cook from hand to mouth, from hand to mouth, from hand to mouth,
Every
top to
day.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and so on. And that's some of the things. So like that's so the electricity again plays a huge factor. That's what me I see the issue at that Labrador need is stable electricity,
Yeah.
because you can be able to do so much. People who are run entertainment center, who like nightclubs and things like that, they need electricity to do party, to keep their
Mhm.
drinks cold and stuff like that. So all of
Mhm.
these things, it all boils down to that. So if you start a solar panel business in Liberia, I'm telling you, it's not business you can go wrong in. It's not business. And if it's something that you're thinking about, say you can partner with somebody, you partner with 1 or 2 people. 10, I think it's 10,000 I can get you started. I
Yeah.
got certified to do solar panel because it's something I'm looking into. To
Mhm.
install it and things like that. So
Yeah.
10,000 I can get you started. I can only share with you what I know, what I'm doing. So that's why I'm saying the
Right.
solar panel, because
Right.
that's it's a place where I see that there's a need. There's a need.
Mhm.
Electricity,
Mhm.
there's a need for it. And right now
Yeah.
you solar panels like this now and things like that everywhere. Everybody's talking about clean energy, solar panel and stuff like that. But we Liberians, we stay behind. People, don't get me wrong, people got solar
Yeah.
panels there, but even if our government would change the infrastructure and focus it more on solar panel, like the LEC infrastructure like that, focus it
Yeah.
more on solar panel, people will have stable electricity. But
Yeah.
and our politician.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
is
Yeah, that's something, in our national level, we were definitely getting it for politician, in Liberia. But that's something that one balance month topic that when I'm feeling general.
no, like bro, I'm not politics people. I don't get
Yes,
it. So that's
general.
all. I just
But
let him do
Julia,
that.
Jules, where I hope Martin answered your question because I think you wrote it when you're talking. She said, "What is the most productive business that you advise anyone to participate in that we gain a significant amount of profit?"
Um,
That's a
electricity
good
and food.
question.
Yeah,
It's a good
electricity,
question.
either solar panel business, because solar, here's the thing, here's the secret. Let me share this with you. Yes, solar panel, starting a solar panel business, yes, it does require you putting in upfront big capital. Like I said, 10,000 I can get you roughly about 20 to 50 house. You can set up a solar, you can set up a structure where you can be able to provide electricity to 10 or 20 house with 10,000. Do not be fooled. Let me tell you, do not be fooled by what you see over there. In America, when you call somebody to set up your solar panel thing and stuff like that, they will want you 15,000, 20,000, this one, stuff like, because that's over here. If you are mainly, most of 70% of that money is going to labor. It's going to labor. Things that are not that expensive, like the way they are charging it, and so on. Most of it's going to labor. And it's not that hard. I tell you, if I get certified when the last time I plug and I connect electricity wire there, I tell you, say I got certified to do to do solar panel. So it's not that hard. Let, me most of the thing that I'm is going most of the money going to labor. Now here's the thing: if you can find somebody in Liberia who can do it, you can cut down the whole labor over here. You can cut down, like 50%. That's why I said 10,000 now. Because once I go down and start get a farm going, that's the next thing getting into. That's why I decided to just get certified ahead of time and stuff like that
Mhm.
and get into, because you can start a solar panel business down there to be able to to provide electricity. Once you come up with that up cost capital, you do that. Next thing you know, what is it? You're just making money because now you're getting the energy from the sun.
Yeah.
You don't gotta pay for anything else. It's not like
Yeah.
you paying for this, paying for that, and stuff like that. It's not like chicken poultry where you gotta pay for feeding, you gotta pay for this one, pay for that one. You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
once you get that infrastructure set up, the energy is coming from the sun.
Yeah.
You start making you start making your money back, making your money back. I know some guys in down there who making $5,000 a month. In Liberia, you're making $5,000 US or US a month
Wow.
from solar
Wow.
panel. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
You
we
said
just
$5,000?
$5,000 US
Wow,
from solar panel
that's a good
in
business to go into.
Liberia. Solar panel.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
that's one of the business. Actually, I'm grateful you brought that up. That's one thing you don't hear most of. People are doing more like these modern, all these things, which are good. Don't get me wrong, but you don't hear.
Yeah.
So this is very different. I'm glad you really brought that up. It's really, really
Because
different.
people need electricity, regardless.
Yeah,
People need
yeah,
electricity.
Liberia
People got
need it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a need. It's not
it's
something
a
that, oh, the
need.
person
Yeah,
don't want it and stuff like that. It's a need. It's an essential service that the
right,
country's supposed to have, but it's just that
right.
it's lacking. So if you can come down and fill that void, if you can come and fill that void, you make money from it. So it's needed. After that, the
Yeah,
second thing is food. The second thing is food. You come down, f- like if you can. I'm telling you, there's the opportunity in Liberia. Don't let nobody scare you.
yeah.
Don't
Amen.
let nobody scare
Amen.
you. You can sell
Yeah.
anything in Liberia. Right now, you go on a thing called what's his site name? Tumi or Temu. You order some stuff, you put it in a barrel, you ship it. As long as
Timu,
people say,
Timu.
yeah,
Yeah,
as long as people know say that thing come from America, it will finish like this.
yeah. Yeah.
They'll buy it like this and stuff like that. So you can even do like Amazon here, they'll call it drop shipping type of thing and stuff like that. But you can order things that if you want to start a business, you find somebody like bro you trust, one or two people you trust, and you say, listen, I'm gonna fill up this barrel with stuff. You buy stuff on Timo cheap. You fill out the barrel with it and stuff like you just search, you ask somebody to do research, what people they really buying down there, what's
Hmm.
going, what's trending. You
Yeah.
get the person, you buy this stuff, you fill it up in a barrel, you send it. Now, calculate your total expenses and plus your shipping fee, and then plus
Hmm.
a little bit of profit and stuff. Like you tell the person, you say, okay, let's just say this thing here, if you bought this thing, let's just say $10, you tell the person, say, okay, sell it $15.
Hmm.
Now, maybe I'm gonna say this because it happens. When you tell the person to sell it to you for $15, they'll go to probably sell it for $18. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? That's their
Yeah.
own cut. That's their own
Yeah.
cut. So the $3 their own cut. As long as they give you your $15, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's their own
Yeah.
cut. So you scale it to them, they sell it and stuff like that. That's business right there. Business. That's it right down there. Business. People
Hmm.
doing. I know, people doing shipping, barrel and selling it. People shipping, barrel and selling it. And things like even Kuwait are making money. You get small soda panel and things like. I just like I've been having Kuwait business running in like bro for
Hmm.
4 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah, it's making
Yeah,
don't sleep on like money in debt.
yeah,
The money
yeah.
buy debt.
Yeah, I want to read this one comment. I think it's important. Then we'll move to our next question. Julius, Jules' word said, "I've been discovered several
Let me see.
times why sending stuff to Liberia and never got there. I never got a refund back for my barrels that I sent, so it just discouraged me.
Okay, so here's the thing. It all again, it all plays up. Comes down to
The people you
the people you trust, who
right,
sent buyer and things like that. Because
yeah,
in Rhode Island. I don't know where you are at, but I'm in Rhode Island and I've sent things back and so on. It takes a little long, so sometimes 2 months it gets there. Sometimes less than 2 months it gets there. But the thing is, my stuff not always arrive. And it arrives to a warehouse where the person who I'm sending it to, they have the person number. They'll just call and say the thing arrived, and then we go there and go pick it up and so on.
mm-hmm,
So my things then arrive. So I don't know who, because you regardless whether as long as you're dealing with Liberians, you gotta know, say, that's why I say this. Liberia, right? Liberia is just looks like another planet that God just attached to Earth.
mm-hmm,
So,
yeah,
because like sometimes it will operate and things like that. But you just gotta be able, don't let those things then discourage you. You just gotta find the right people. And once you find the right people too, here's some of the things too we miss. We let the bad, I won't say the bad, we let the negative thing that somebody else did come into, we bring it along with us, and then once we find the right people, we become skeptical, and then we still think about our negative thing the other person did, and assuming this other person gonna do that. Once
right,
you find the right person, you yourself, you want to be the right person. That's the
right,
you
right,
want to be able to appreciate people. You get what I'm saying? When
mm-hmm,
somebody do something for you, you want to be able to appreciate it and things like that. But
right.
once you can find the right person to ship your things in and get down there, the shipper part. If the person was over here and you're over here, you ship that thing. You're in America, you can sue that person. That's one thing.
Yeah,
If the
yeah,
person shipping your thing from here, they live here, they shipping your thing, and your thing not get there, you can sue them. That's
yeah,
pretty much it. Oh, so you in Massachusetts, okay? So the person who shipped your stuff that you didn't get, and so on, you can have, yeah,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
have
Because
conversation, yeah.
your
Come,
hard work
you over
went
here.
over there. So
You're
yeah.
over in that business. That business is registered here, so it's not like down there. Down there, part you kick rocks all day.
You finish. I'm very missing. You finish. You finish. You
But
done.
over here, and the
Yeah,
person
thanks.
is in Rhode Island. Oh, the person you sent it by is in Rhode Island. Huh.
Well,
Okay.
you gotta, as Martin said, you can sue them because that's basically they're doing.
Anything goes wrong, I can get a refund back. Okay, those things. If anything. But if the person is in Rhode, like me personally, when I'm shipping things with people, I let them know. Honestly, here's the thing: none of my things then that I've shipped has ever gotten into any situation where it's missing or this one and that
That's
one. They
good.
all have gotten there on time. I don't say so much of on time. Sometimes a week delay because again, it might be held at the Freeport for them to free the container, so maybe a week or two. But I've gotten all my things there, so I can't really answer clearly to your
Right,
question.
right,
But
right,
if the person is over here, they took your things from you, so they are responsible. So
right.
that's something you gotta that we in America, yeah. So you can something you can handle with them.
Right. So, Martin, since on that no, and then we'll move on to the next question. Is there a personal person to you? We Liberian let us support each other in Rhode Island that you have sent your thing by, as you say, never had issue. Is there a personal person that you can give their name or the information that people can know of?
Well, here's the thing. The stuff that I sent back, I sent it with a lady called Hazel. I don't know her number of head, and
Okay.
so and it went. Now there's three stuff that I just sent. I sent it by a guy named Rufus, but this my first time shipping with him, so I can't say anything yet until I pick up
Okay.
something from there. But the
Okay.
first thing, the first all my shipment I've been doing it with this lady. It just this year she wasn't doing any shipment and stuff and things like
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Um
shout out to Hazel, right?
yeah. So
Shout
I
out to
don't know her
Hazel.
number off head, but
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, just shout out to her. Just to kind of support her thing. Shout out to her for being a reliable person and been doing it the right way. Because as this girl, Jules worse, and people have had many issues that I heard where the stuff got stolen and all of that. So shout out to those people who are doing the
yeah.
thing professionally and quality. Because you said it's somebody heart and money probably
Oh no.
have been doing those borrow for some time and then you go look nothing show up or the missing MIA and all of that. So shout out to her and hopefully this other person Ruther that you're with. I heard of Ruther before when I was in Rwanda and he's been good. So he's
Yeah,
been
so
good. So thank yeah, he have a good record. I personally haven't said anything like that back home, but he have a personal record. A good record. So pray that your things get their way it's supposed to as well. Okay, Martin. Moving on to the next question. Jules, thank you for your really a great input. All these great questions you've been asking. If you are on here, you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Will be
go
more of
ahead,
these things
subscribe.
coming. Yeah, subscribe right now. Press that subscribe notification button. There'll be more video coming this year. A
Oh
lots of
yeah.
stuff. I don't only do this, I do other stuff as well. So subscribe. And Martin have a channel too that you're giving the information. You can subscribe to Martin channel. So yeah, we all here supporting each other, man. All Liberians share it. Let other people subscribe well and just put in our good word for us. We're all
Yeah.
here trying to make it out here, YouTube,
And we'll be dropping some videos from Liberia on this channel too. So
Yes.
subscribe if you want to
Yes,
see some
subscribe. If
videos
you really
and things
into
like
all
that.
this, subscribe.
I'm,
Share with your
I'm
husband.
going February so we can get some videos. We'll drop it on this channel. So just subscribe and share with some people, invite some people to it too.
Yeah. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks so much, Martin. But he's coming back. He's gonna come back often on this channel. That's definitely for sure. All right, Martin. Moving to the next question. The Bible talking about us being the light of the world, right? Shining
Mhm.
our light, being the light, and I'm all about that. And that's what this channel really is about too. Just for me to share my light, be the light, and just in general in my personal life as well. I try to be a light. How would you say are you shining your light in this dark world that we live in? How are you shining your light? Which is already obvious, but if you can just kind of go into one thing that you haven't shared of how you shining your light.
Well, here's the thing. This right now, this whole thing about the way the world going right now, you just
Yeah.
need to connect yourself with positive people.
Yes.
And very important, the most important things that is than connecting yourself with positive people is you to be a positive person for somebody.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because people will everybody everybody looking for the right person or something like that and stuff like that. But are you the right person for that right person when you find the right person? So that's some of the things
Ooh.
that with
Wow. Hold on, Mario. Repeat that. Repeat that. You repeat that.
everybody is looking for a right person. But you gotta stop for a second and ask yourself, are you the right person for that right person that you are looking for? And so on.
That's
Because
good.
if that right person comes, most of the time we don't even just see our problems, our own problems. We don't see our
Mm-hmm.
problems. And then we sit down, we say, okay, the person did me like this or this one, this one. We see everybody problems but our own and so on. And once you can sit down and start to work on yourself and things like and the good thing about the Bible, once you read it, you start to see your problems. You start to see your problems in it. And
Mm.
then once you start to see it and stuff like that, then you start to, pray and work on it. So
Mm-hmm.
you can be the right person. It's not so much about being the right person for a relationship and stuff like be the right friend. You can be the
That's
right
good.
friend. You can be the right family member. You get what I'm saying?
That's good.
When somebody need you for something, you can step up and support. Be the person that somebody can count on and things like that. Then that's
Yeah.
because if somebody needs help or need like even to share this video, if somebody want to
Right.
build a page and things like that, they want because they're doing this, they have passion in it. You get what I'm saying? They have
Right.
passion in it. They want to build themselves and things like that, right? So if they're doing this, you see it, you want to encourage them. You want to
Right.
encourage them because that's you helping their dream to shine. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Thank you.
it's all about you just being, it's all about you being the right person for somebody to help somebody move them one
Yes.
step towards their goal. So that's how I see things.
Yeah.
When somebody need help, you know, you step up to get to to lead them one step towards their goal and stuff like that. Now
Yeah.
you may not have much and things like that, so you cannot take them all the way to their destination, but you can be that step. You can be that step
Right.
to move them forward and things like that.
Right.
So it's you just being the right person. So in that moment when you're needed and stuff like that, you can be able to help somebody move forward and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's just you
Yeah.
listening to somebody. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
can need help, they want to talk, they just need somebody to listen to them and things like that. And also sometimes too, it's just you being truthful to somebody because
Yeah.
some people don't want to say the truth because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings and things like that.
Right.
And that's you doing them wrong.
Right.
Although if that person doing bad and you know they're doing bad, you say, me, but I want to talk. I want for that person to. That's
Right.
still you doing them wrong. You
Right.
see, love corrects. If you love somebody, you have to correct them. It
Yes.
doesn't
Yes.
matter what. If they get 10
Yes.
vets for you, they 10 vets for you. But love corrects and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that. So it comes. You making your life shine comes in different form and things like
Yeah.
that. It comes in
Yeah.
different form of you just being the right person for somebody to talk to. You being able to correct somebody. It doesn't matter how they will see it and things like that. As long as
Right.
you see that they're doing something wrong, you are able to correct them and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's so good, Martin. Really, really good. Yeah, that is really good. I like you said love corrects. Because a lot of time when we try to correct people, oh, I don't think she love me anymore, but love correct people. I really like that because if you, as you said, if you see somebody doing bad, or you have a friend, for me, I would tell all my friends, relate per like romantic relationship, friendship, family, if I'm doing anything wrong, let me know. Cause
Yeah.
we are all human. Nobody
Right.
is perfect. But if somebody not letting you know or you're going astray, and that friend, whoever you call your friend, your family, not letting you know, that's not a good family for you. They don't love you. Then that's not love. Because if you love me, you see me going astray, you will call me as your daughter, as your cousin, as your aunt, as your whatever. You'll be like, Kweyono, the way you going, I don't like this. You lead into destruction. That's what the Bible
Right.
said. Correct in love. But we're not correcting each other. That I like how you said that is not love. So that's very some great point you brought. I don't see my comment anymore, Martin. So if you see anybody, right, I don't know, I press something. I'm not saying the comment, but if any good thing that somebody right want to read, that's fine with me. But yeah, so I really like how you said that. I really like how you said that. So thank you for mentioning all those great things. Or that's how you shine your lights by correcting people in love, by letting people know or helping people, all of those good things. Thank you. As I said, it's very obvious how you shine your light because you're already doing all these things, but I just want to hear some other things, and you said it very well. So thank you for saying that. Is there anything to read or you
Uh,
okay?
no, Jules Word just said, well, thanks for having me on. I have to take my boys for their play date.
Oh, thank you so much, Jules Word, for coming. I pray you can, as Martin said. Yes, Martin also said about us, like for example, and one of the my thing, I'm gonna be honest, we being honest here on this channel. So we're not gonna be fake. One of my thing I have with my people, Liberian people, is that we don't support each other.
True.
Support is
True.
not there. And then Martin, I just wanna to say thank you to you because there's many times you have called me. So, oh Queen, you have this characteristic. You're so good at talking. I think you told me that a long time ago. You're so good, you can do like a TV show. You can do this. And I even think, like in Rod, people even call me Oprah. That's my nickname, Oprah, because I
Yeah,
always love
I
Oprah,
remember
right?
that.
And for me, I like to talk. So I feel like, I like talking. Why not use my gift as talking and make it useful? So this
Yeah.
is where this whole YouTube came started, but me bringing people on because also I like to talk and I do video by myself, but also I like to share other
Hmm.
people give. I like to
Yeah.
shine light on other people, not only for light to shine on me, but also light shine other people because of great things other people are doing. Look at all these things you're doing. So I let other people to hear about other people goodness as well. I love supporting other people. That's always my passion to support. If I see anybody doing good, I say I'm bringing on the channel. Everybody got to hear about what they're doing. So, and that's one of the reasons. So, one of my problems with my own Liberian people, we don't support each other. I
Oh,
have
that's
family member I've been telling to subscribe to my YouTube channel that have not subscribed. It's not taking away nothing from you. All you gotta do is press subscribe. But then they have their own reason. Oh, I don't want your video popping on. So then when I make it now, because I will in the name of Jesus. When I
they'll do
make
the
it now,
same
that's when you
one.
want to. That's when you want to claim me. That's
They'll
a
do the
family. You
same
get what I'm
ones.
saying? So that's my
No, I get what
major
you're saying.
problem I have with my own people. We don't support each other. You see the Hispanic people, you see the Asian people, see the white people, they're working together with all the people, especially Asian people, Hispanic, they're working together, all the people follow them. But also Liberian people were bad in that area. So I want to encourage every Liberian that is watching. Press that subscribe button right now. If you want to say no, I'm not like that because we could say I refuse it. That's not me. I'm not at all. If you say not like that, share the video, subscribe to this channel, go support Martin channel. We will have all his information as well that need. Go subscribe to his channel. Support this. That's all we about. We all trying to make something out of ourselves, do something in life. You see, so your sister doing something, your brother doing something. As Martin said, put your hands around them, support them. Don't be envious, don't be there because at the end of the day, might benefit all of us. So
Yeah.
support each other. Support each other. So thank you for saying that, Martin. My last thing I want to say, if you can give advice, I know you have so many great things you already said. So if you can emphasize one thing or give any advice that you haven't given here yet to our viewers, to our audience, if you can leave them with one thing, what would it be? Out of everything you say or anything new you want to say, if you can leave them with one thing, what you want them to be ingrained in their mind, advice, encouragement, one thing you want to leave with them.
One thing I want to leave with them will be this. One, you want to be yourself because in a sense, it's not just the random thing of just being yourself and so on. And when I say be yourself, like actually be yourself, because people, you can pretend to be people, or you can pretend to be this or that and stuff like. There are whole things that go on social media and so on, and you know, people want to. People see what somebody got, they want to be that and stuff like that. Once you are yourself, it's more peaceful in a
Yeah.
sense. And once, as long you are yourself, it's more peaceful because once you find what you want to do, once you find what you want to do, and
Mm,
you are doing it, you will find people that connect in on that same thing. You get what I'm saying?
I like
Every
that.
there's some. I'll put it this way: there's someone for everyone.
Yes.
So once you find your thing, you know there are some people who are waiting for you, waiting for you to start doing your thing so they can find you and say, oh, I can relate to
Yeah.
this person. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you
Yes.
want to be yourself. But if you see somebody who doing exercise, you want to be that person and then stuff like that, then then the chance that you have to to connect with other people who are waiting for you, because some people waiting for maybe a single video from you that will encourage them to do xyz. Some people
Yeah.
are waiting for just
Yeah.
because listen, we find most of us, right, we find ideas on to do stuff when we run into videos, when we run into this and things like that. We get
Right.
ideas and things like that.
Right.
So I encourage everybody just to be themselves and don't try to run competition with people. No,
Yeah.
nobody on the scene like what they think this person doing,
Yeah.
not doing stuff like you try
Yeah.
to run competition with people, you'll burn out soon.
Yeah.
You're gonna burn
That's
out
so
soon.
good.
When you hear the person buy 500 acre on the side, the person buy a mansion on the side, just relax. Be yourself.
Mm,
Just be yourself. Just focus on what you're gonna do and things like
yeah.
that. Your story, what you want to do, will motivate somebody to do the same, and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. We'll sit down, somebody will sit down and say, oh, this person doing this, this person doing that. I want to do my friend doing this, my friend way here and stuff like that. Don't run competition with where your friend at.
That's
Don't run
good.
that.
That's
Just
so
do
good.
just do what you want to do. And nobody should what's it called, discourage you. Don't let nobody discourage you from if you want to do something and you feel said, you feel it's right, you pray about it. Sometimes you want to do something, you don't have the money to do it. Because
Mm.
in this world we're in, that cash, that money
Right.
can push things. If you
Right.
want to do something, you don't have the money to do it and things like that. Do not let nobody discourage you. Do not even say let yourself discourage you. Refuse to
That's
let yourself
good.
discourage yourself.
That's
Because
good.
as long as you pray about that thing, as long as you pray about it, trust me, the way we make God will make a way.
Yeah.
God will make it. Just I'm telling you, before I even say, okay, let me get into the agriculture thing, because guys, I started thinking about this thing for about 2 years, but then I said, you know what, let me actually get into it, because I started hesitating. I don't know who to start an operation with, because I don't want to go start make this type of investment and somebody hustle me and this one, that one. So you just sit down one day, and say, God, bring me my connection. Bring me my connection. Bring me the people then that will the people that's going to make
Yes.
this thing move. Next thing you know, one of my boss called me. One of my boss called me and said, my man, yeah, I saw I told you, he posted something. So I told him, I said, my man, I want to get into the agriculture thing. He said, oh, but I know my man. The man went to school and everything, this one, that one, stuff like that. I said, okay, connect me with him. Connect me with so we talk. I told you, said, I procrastinated. It took a whole year, right? It took a whole year. So then the guy, so every time I said, okay, we'll start. So he finally called me and said, my man, I see that land here. You don't want to miss that land and stuff like that. I said, okay, sure. Well, so he told me and stuff like that. So when we bought it, and so on. So we start moving, things start going good. Now, what I'm going to tell you, there's a twist in the story. The same person that they got connected to that when we bought the first one and stuff like that, right? In between all the transactions, things like that, there's the guy that stole from me. He hustling from me, but there's a twist to the story. He started hustling from me. So when I found out now, and guess what? His other friend now, the person now who was mining the place, because he was living in Moravia, so he just used to, go there and stuff like that. But the person the guy who said, oh, he found it, he called me. He said, oh, he found it, land so much. He wasn't
Mhm.
even the person who found the land. That one of his boy that's in a place in Banga who found a place and said, oh, you know. So when he was there, I think a couple of people that said I connect. So when I talked to the guy, he said, "Oh yeah, chief," and he didn't tell me said that he can't find it. He just said, "Oh, he found it." He put said he found it.
Mhm.
But here's the thing: what I'm trying to get to is, yes, you can have you can have a plan to say you want to start something, and you know, God will bring one person. God brings people in your life. Some people it's just for a season. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some people it's just a connect. It's just a connection point for you to meet another person.
Right.
So this particular person now that my boy introduced me to, I just see as a connection point, because after we did our first purchase, he started stealing from me. I fired him. But then a friend that was at the place now, a friend that's
Mhm.
at the place that we got connected and things like everything on point, everything just going
Mm.
trustworthy. I sent one of my pastor down to go pray where they lay and stuff like that. So he said, listen, the two beginning are looking out, so they may not trustworthy, but this his friend here. This his friend here.
Yeah.
A
Wow.
pastor said this is friend here. This one here, let me tell you, he's trustworthy. He's straightforward with everything. When I came here, I was surprised. You surprise me
Wow.
and stuff like that. They want all the lies he been lying to you and things like that. So from since then, that picking up been operating with. That picking up been operating with on me operation in apps part of like bro and things like that. So and then been connecting with the other people and things like that. And then we got rid of the other one. So sometimes when here's the thing, when you want to start something and then God brings somebody in, or you meet somebody starting that thing, and then when something happen like the way the person stole from me, do not be discouraged, because it can listen, things happen for people to
Be
get
for
out of the
your
way for the
good.
right
Turn
people
out
to
for your
come.
good.
Yeah, for the right people to come in. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you do not be discouraged, just say, oh, the thing happened, just put it down and stuff like that. It's not everybody that kind of be 100% straight, but God now navigating you. You
Right.
got to navigate until you meet that right person, then you operate. So I just tell people, do not be discouraged by what happened. Success is not
Mhm.
just a straight road. Success is not straight, but you don't do something. Anytime you do something, you just walking straight, success is happening, stuff like that. Then when you know when to pray.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that thing they got kind of twist it, so when twist it, so then when you not see no way, they say, Papa, then they Papa just open the way, say, that way, yeah, open the way, then you go there. So yeah, just be yourself and pray that out.
Yeah.
Be yourself and pray.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I love Martin. Oh my God, your wisdom is just mind blowing. Like it just, I think from the last time we used to see each other on Christmas, I small picking and June 18, and you rather grow on a whole nother level. Yeah, God is good, man. I'm so happy, really,
Amen, amen. We'll
to
tell God,
have
thank
had
you.
you on this platform. Your wisdom has really been a blessing, and trust me, this video it's a lot of people gonna it's gonna bless a lot of people, honestly. And I'm gonna keep bringing you back on spend be even specific on Liberian topic. You're gonna be my main point of Liberian topic, and I really, really
We can
appreciate
definitely
it.
do one while there. We can schedule one while I go there.
Please, let's do
So
that. Let's
while I'm there,
definitely
so
that'll
we
be
can schedule
perfect.
one.
Let's do
Yeah,
that. You got my, you would be the basic man. So just hit me up and let me know. But I would love that. Yes, please. Especially in February, it's Black History Month too. So if I can get you sometime in February, that'll be really, really good while you're there.
yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, Martin. If there's anything else, he says so many great things today. Thank you so much. I pray those who have come across this video, as Martin said, be yourself. He ended up with being yourself. It's so important for us to be ourselves. We live in a world where social media tell us what we should be, what we should look like, how we should act. Just be yourself, and
Amen.
as just see yourself as God see you, and be yourself, as Martin's emphasized on that. So you hear it from his own mouth and all these great things he has said. I pray this video was a blessing to you, that it has really blessed me, that I want to do more of topics on Liberia, and as Morley have blessed me. So Martin, thank you. I appreciate your time here today. Thank you so much. And you wouldn't do this would not be your last time seeing Martin. You'll definitely be my regular on this channel. So thank you so much, cousin, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you
We
for
pray
having me.
safe trip as you prepare for your journey to Liberia. Pray safe trip. I'm looking forward to all these videos, even an interview while you're there.
Amen.
But thank you so
Amen.
much. Everyone that came on, Jules, all those other people that was commenting and came on, thank you for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. God bless you guys. Martin, God bless you. I love
God
you.
bless you.
And
Love
have a
you.
great day.
Thank you. You
Bye.
too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.